And that's where Hoosier ingenuity took over. And that's where this roving charter came in mighty handy. They loaned out the charter to John Murray Forbes of Boston. Couldn't get a charter from the Indiana legislature, and who was set on pushing his Michigan Central Railroad on into Chicago here, ahead of its rival, the Lakeshore. Well, $500,000 in stock subscriptions the New Albany and Salem got from that transaction. Enough money to finish the railroad from Lafayette to the lake. You couldn't beat men like that. They were building Indiana.
They built this nation big and strong. Work away, work away. They opened up a continent from sea to shining sea. A heritage they passed along and left to you and me. Roll on, America, hail those berries, hail those riches. Roll on, America, rear those houses high. Roll on, America, for that glory. Roll on, America, win those riches, earn that glory. Roll on, America, work and sing a song, America. Roll on, America.
Roll along. That's what we've been doing, haven't we? That's what we've been doing for a lot of years. I don't claim much for my part, but gosh, when you think of all our American efforts together, I've gone and talked till it's time for the Hoosier to come in. I've got to go now. Say, how about you taking a ride up and down the monon? See for yourself how she's still helping her part of America to roll along. I can't go with you, but the boys on the train will take good care of you.
Up and down the monon, everything is fine, 'cause that root-tootin' monarchy's a Hoosier line.
All up and down the line, you can see how the railroad has helped to create American prosperity. Farms producing great quantities of never be fully marketed without modern mass transportation. Factories which assemble their raw materials from a lot of far-flung points and send their finished products everywhere. Towns and cities in which people have grown used to buying things which are brought from all over the world. Our way of life, which is literally a product of railroads at work. Take these factories which make prefabricated houses. Their lumber comes from as far away as the Deep South and the Pacific Northwest. Their steel begins as iron ore from the Minnesota range, ore which is converted in some of the world's largest mills located in northern Indiana. Countless other items have to be shipped in from hundreds of different places in order that one complete house can roll off the assembly line.
Roll on, America, hail those berries, hail those riches.
All up and down the railroads of America, this miracle is repeated and repeated. Railroads are not the only transportation used, of course, but because of their tremendous capacity, their unfailing reliability, and their basic economy, they are the backbone of American industry and American agriculture. Railroads like the Monon help out the territories they serve in other ways, too. These great steel highways not only link the communities together, thus helping to create wealth, they distribute much of their income in the communities they serve. Every time a train like this, the railroad will spend $10.02 on the labor and materials to operate the train, maintain the tracks, pay taxes, and other costs. Each mile represents an investment of nearly $100,000 and costs nearly $6,000 per year to maintain. This length of steel rail costs the railroad over $70 when laid. Each one of these new ties will cost more than $4 when placed in the track. Even the lowly spike carries a price tag of nearly 5 cents. The monon has to haul a ton of freight 3 miles in order to earn 5 cents. Work like this creates big payrolls which are spent in cities along the line. Taxes take a large part of it, too. Taxes consume more than half of the revenue which is left after other expenses have been paid. Every mile of track which this train traverses pays an average annual tax to the county, state, and federal governments of $2,163. Taxes paid by the railroads go to maintain the public schools and to provide other essential services in the community. In many counties, more than half of all the local taxes are paid by the railroads. And on a national basis, the railroads pay out 4 times as much in taxes as they do in dividends to their stockholders. No other form of transportation makes any such contribution to the area it serves. This Indiana which the monon has helped to build is quite a place. It's a place that's fabled in story and in song.
Many are the wonders that are lovely to behold. Oh, nature does her handiwork right well. Lakes and rills and temple hills, this land of ours enfolds. But in one spot my fondest memories dwell. There's a little bit of paradise that all the world should know.
It's the shades of India,
where the sweetest flowers grow and the softest breezes blow, and there's magic as the seasons come and go. There's a little bit of paradise I long again to roam.
it's the shades of India.
How I long to sneak down Sugar Creek like barefoot boy with tan on cheek,
And find again my Indiana
and find again my